I'm Scott Farrington. I've been going to Christ Community Church about 20 years, and I sang in the choir probably 8 to 9 years, and have played in the orchestra about the same amount of time, 8 years. I play tenor saxophone, which is an unusual instrument for the orchestra, and I started with an alto saxophone and graduated to a tenor saxophone, and I played all through high school in concert band and in jazz band, and did quite a few performances, and I played a little bit in college. I've been playing the saxophone for 53 years.
I'm Jackson Wollenhouse, and I am going to be a sophomore at Elkhorn South. I've been going to CCC ever since I was born, so 15 years, and I also play the tenor saxophone, and I've been playing in the orchestra for 4 years. I really enjoy spending time and playing my instrument in orchestra because I love seeing all the other people and talking to the older guys and learning from them because they have a lot to tell me and a lot to offer. And I love sitting next to other people and playing with them, hearing their parts and the harmonies.
When Jackson first started playing, he was pretty young, but he was a good player. But I tell you what, in just a couple years, he's a very, very good player, and so that part has been fun, and he's got a brand new sax, and it's shiny, and a nice stand, and he's just got all the things that go along with it, and my sax is old and worn out, and having the younger people in the orchestra, I think, has energized us in a way, because they are terrific players. There was one night we sight read a piece that was pretty difficult, and I struggled a little bit with it, and I hear Jackson next to me, and he goes through the whole thing with hardly a mistake. So he's a terrific player, and it's been fun to have him in the orchestra.
You were hearing someone else. The older people, they're not scary. They're actually kind of fun, and Scott is a great example here. He always comes into orchestra with a smile and makes me feel good, and I sit next to him and we catch up a little bit on what's happened in the week, and he's always there and I can just talk to him. Scott has a job and married and kids, so he's got a lot I can learn from.
After I met him, I began seeing him throughout the church. He's wearing a red shirt. He's on the red shirt team as a teenager, and I'm thinking, man, that's pretty cool. He's not afraid to take adults around through the church, and he's been involved in a lot of things through the church. And if we think maybe the younger generation coming up isn't adequate or strong in their faith or strong in their service, a guy like Jackson proves that that's not the case. And I think in general, through life, when you get to know people, get to know young people, and don't look at their clothes, their hair, maybe their tattoos, that getting to know them inside and getting to know them one of God's creations, it's much more encouraging when you get to know somebody young.
With the church, everyone's different. Everyone's coming with a different background and different strokes of life, and we all come together and worship. And same in the orchestra. We all play different instruments, different parts, and in the choir you sing a different part. So you can all come together and unify and serve God.
See, you can see why I like this guy.